way. So I use this thing all the time. I use it on the boat every time we're out there. So like he said, we have one of these in our buoy. So it gives us the same reading. And that one out there, it reads, I think, like every 10 minutes or so. So there's some opticals down here, so you guys can see that before I start explaining things to you. And then this middle piece is a wiper, so it goes around. So since it's out on the buoy and we can't get out there to clean it all the time, it wipes and cleans the bottom because that's where everything is sensed through. Did you get a good picture? Okay, cool. All right, so on here there's a bunch of different probes. So when we put it in the water, it'll tell us all of these different parameters. So we have pH, and then we have chlorophyll on here, but then the special thing with this one, it has BGA and phycocyanin. So phycocyanin is specific for blue-green algae, so like the microcystis that we study. So what this does is it sends out this light and it reacts with the algae, and then the algae transmit a different color back. So then this can identify what that's transmitting back to, and it'll tell you how much of the blue-green algae is out there. So that thing's cool. And then we have turbidity, so that'll tell you how like cloudy the water is. And then we have conductivity and temperature, so temperature of course. And then conductivity will let you know like how salty the water is. And then our last thing on here is our DO, so that is dissolved oxygen, so that'll let us know how much oxygen is in the water. We use this thing a lot when we're looking at the oxygen concentration at the bottom. We are using this to tell us like how far to go down to collect the water for he was our other master students project. And then this is just a guard so we don't hurt our probes.
We have a different one called a fluorometer or a probe. And that one is a little bit
and then on our handheld over here, I'll end up just passing it around to you guys.
Thanks.
So this on here, it'll give you a reading of everything off of all the probes. You guys can take a screenshot if you want to. So first I'm going to do, this one is from the lake. So this is the lake water one. And this is getting all tangled. So if you guys want to, you guys can pass this around and take pictures.
Holy crap, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
They
it's
can
so
do
awesome.
all at once.
Yeah, it's so cool. So what I do when we're out on the boat, it also does depth. So at every depth I do a reading so that I can get the whole entire water column. So in that way I know what's going on at each level. And then also when we take water, we take through the whole entire water column. So in that way we know exactly. We get a full picture instead of getting just like the top or bottom. Because if you don't get everything, you can miss some of the communities. Another thing with microcystis that it can do, it has a vacuole inside of it, so it can float throughout the water column in the day. Especially at like noon or so, it likes to go to the top and hang out up there, so then it can like absorb all the sun, and then it starts to float back down. So it's pretty cool. Did you guys get good pictures of that one? Okay, I'll switch you guys over to the pond water. Yeah, go ahead, you guys can take pictures. So I have a mini version of this, and I use that in the wetland every week.
Pretty expensive piece of equipment. Yeah.
How much do you think?
Ballpark.
3,000?
I was gonna say 2,000.
Five.
going to go with like 10. At least
30.
30.
One of those probes alone are about $2,000 a piece. Depends on which probe it is.
Yeah.
Any questions about
It's a very specialized piece of equipment. So that's why we call this thing our baby, and I'm very careful with it when it goes out to lake.
Yeah.
It's a whole car or whole.
Pretty much, yeah. But we've had these since like 2014. They last a long time. You just have to replace the probe every once in a while. There's only like one or two that have to actually get replaced
Absorbing all the
often.
information.
So it's just the initial purchase. Oh, do you need me to? It might not be in the water all the way. away.
And are these made locally, or do you have
Yeah,
to ship
they
them?
are made. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you guys that. So it's called YSI, and that is Yellow Springs Institute, and that's actually down by Dayton. So that's where they were made at, and it goes down there every year for service.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's nice that it's so close, so we just drive them down. We have we only take 2 of them in. We have 3, and then I have a small one.
How much is a small one?
You know, I don't actually know that one. Probably 10. But it still has the exact same probes. So I'm in the same boat, like if a probe goes bad. Which, for some reason, the pH probe on these only lasts for about 18 months. So pretty much every year the dang pH probe has to get replaced.
Yeah.
And then they don't like sitting for a long time. So yeah. But these get used from May till October. So they're in the water for a decent amount of time.
But there's, just in general,
How much does Erie freeze over?